Well, hello again, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode with Maximus the Fourth. Before I get into this Dr. Pepper review, I've got a quick announcement to make. Ladies and gentlemen, I am now just 300 hours away from reaching all the requirements that are needed in order to apply on YouTube in order to get monetized. To be exact, I need exactly 266 hours left, and the countdown will continue to the nearest 100. I want to take the time to thank each and every last one of my fans out there that have made this possible for me. It's been a long time coming, and to be honest, I don't think that this is going to take me any longer than 3 weeks. And if things keep going the way that they have been going, I might be able to get this done in just 2 weeks. With that said, I am Maximus the Fourth. Let's take a deep dive look into Dr. Pepper and see if we can sift ourselves 1,000 views for this legendary drink. Here we go. So for those of you that don't know, Dr. Pepper is actually the oldest major soft drink in America. It was originally made in Morrison's Old Corner drugstore in Waco, Texas. The drink's unique flavor was a hit when it was first sold in 1885. Wade Morrison, which was the drugstore owner, named it Dr. Pepper after Dr. Charles Pepper, a Virginia doctor who was the father of a girl Morrison was once in love with. The period after Dr. Pepper was dropped in the 1950s. Dr. Pepper was introduced to millions of visitors at the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair, where it was an instant success. Other major food products introduced the exposition included the ice cream cone, hot dog rolls, and hamburger buns. Following this debut, Dr. Pepper grew to be one of America's biggest refreshment treats. Still one of the world's favorite soft drinks, Dr. Pepper has always remained original, showing its appreciation and commitment to diversity by sponsoring multicultural programs, and in 2008, Dr. Pepper Snapple Group Incorporation's, the parent company of Dr. Pepper, and Dr. Pepper 7-Up Incorporations was established following the spin-off of Cadbury Schweppes America's Beverages, CSAB, from Cadbury Schweppes Place. It remains one of North America's leading refreshment beverages companies, manufacturing, bottling, and distributing more than 50 brands of carbonated soft drinks, juices, teas, mixers, waters, and premium beverages. I've had one subscriber, actually a couple people ask me, but one subscriber that I remember definitively, I can't remember the name, but she asked me, "Hey Max, have you ever tried a crisp Dr. Pepper?" And I absolutely have. They are very good. Dr. Pepper is actually my personal mother-in-law's favorite soft drink, and it's pretty dang good. So let's go ahead and get into this Dr. Pepper and see what I can explain to you guys exactly what I'm tasting. First off, in this 12-ounce can, there are 150 calories, 55 milligrams of sodium, 40 grams of total carbs, and 39 grams of sugar. 39 grams of the added sugars are 78%. And just to get as much out of this as we can, let's go ahead and scan the ingredients. There's carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, caramel color, phosphoric acid, natural and artificial flavors, sodium benzoate, which is a preservative, caffeine, and it is produced under the authority of Dr. Pepper 7-Up Incorporation's 5301 Legacy Drive, Plano, Texas 75024. This can of Dr. Pepper has a caffeine content of 41 milligrams, and as I recall, most Pepsi products have 38 milligrams. So yes, Dr. Pepper indeed does have a little bit more caffeine in it than Pepsi. Another interesting fact that some of you might not know about Dr. Pepper is that it can actually help with headaches. No joke. If you ever have a headache, Just crack open a Dr. Pepper, drink it, and it should help your headache go right away. Now that I've given you guys basically every last bit of information about the legendary Dr. Pepper, it is go time, baby. And let's open this thing up and see exactly what we're dealing with. Here we go. Very good notes. Dr. Pepper is incredibly original, and it has a smell that no other soda really does, other than Pib Extra, but that is almost 100% complete copy of Dr. Pepper by Coca-Cola. How does it taste? Wow. Very crisp, very original, very dynamic, and very good. When I'm drinking Dr. Pepper, I actually feel like I have, and maybe getting a little bit of cherry notes on the aftertaste. There is a such soda out there that exists called Cherry Dr. Pepper, but even the regular one, I don't know if I'm 100% right, but I do feel like there might be a little bit of cherry notes in even the original one on the aftertaste. It is very good though. It's actually really hard to describe exactly what Dr. Pepper tastes like because it is so incredibly original, and that is what's made it probably America's number one original dominating drink in the soft drinks beverages. It's not number one to this very day. In fact, both Pepsi and Coca Cola have passed Dr. Pepper. Coca Cola is number one and Pepsi's number two. But the fact that Dr. Pepper was the absolute original reigning champion as far as major soft drinks products are concerned is really saying something. Now, right down here, you notice the number 23. It says authentic blend of 23 flavors. I believe that because when you're drinking this, there is an incredible amount of different flavors in here. Like I said, it is so incredibly dynamic that it's just very hard to pinpoint exactly what you're tasting. It's kind of like Baskin Robbins. It reminds me of that, how Baskin Robbins, the other name for it, is simply 23 flavors. Or is it 32 flavors? I think it's 23, but I could be wrong there. Either way, it's kind of cool that Baskin Robbins and Dr. Pepper might have the same flavor marker as each other. So what more is there to say about Dr. Pepper? Well, let's just keep drinking here. After it sits in your mouth for a while, let's say at least 30 seconds, maybe a minute tops, after drinking it, there actually is a little bit of a chocolate taste that you can taste. It's not super noticeable, but it's very much a delayed reaction, and I would say it's 1 minute after you're done taking the drink. It actually tastes very much like a Tootsie Roll. For those of you that might have heard of Dr. Pepper Fantastic Chocolate, that was actually a limited time drink, and you can taste the Tootsie Roll chocolate instantly, but in the original Dr. Pepper, I'm just now figuring out that, no joke, after you've let the residue sit in your mouth a minute after taking the drink, boom, you got chocolate notes. Dr. Pepper is very good. There's no doubt about it. It's actually not really my favorite drink, but it ranks up there probably higher than most drinks that I prefer. Without even thinking about it, I would definitely give Dr. Pepper a very strong 8 out of 10. There is no doubt about that. It deserves every last bit of it. If I was feeling very generous, I might give it an 8.5 out of 10. See, the more that I drink this, the more that it reminds me of the Dr. Pepper Fantastic Chocolate. And as I recall, I think I gave that one an 8.5 out of 10. But just because It's not Dr. Pepper Fantastic Chocolate. That doesn't mean it doesn't deserve a score of 8.5. Guys, at the end of the day, I don't even think I'm doing this to be generous. I'm going to have to leave Dr. Pepper with a very solid, robust, and legendary score of 8.5 out of 10. It's amazing. For those of you who've never had a Dr. Pepper, try one. For those of you that have had a Dr. Pepper, if you've watched my video just now, go out and go buy one anyways. Drink it. Dr. Pepper's fantastic. So, you guys have now heard it from me. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you share this video with a buddy. And also, if you did enjoy this video very thoroughly, make sure you leave a comment down below to help boost the algorithm. Also, make sure you check out my video, Does Wild Cherry Pepsi Taste Different than Pepsi Wild Cherry? They sound very similar, and the names almost sound identical, but they were indeed different. They had the same ingredients in them, but they were just in a different order of sequence. And that video describes Wild Cherry Pepsi and Pepsi Wild Cherry very thoroughly in the history of it. So if you are interested and you need something to do, definitely check that one out. I will make sure to leave the link of that video down in the description of this video. And also, you guys, if you do want to help support Maximus the Fourth here, this channel, I will leave 2 links down in the description below, both a Venmo and Cash App link, and you can throw whatever you want in that pot if you want to help this channel. Totally optional, you don't have to though. Maximus the Fourth here, I am signing out, and I will see you guys next time.